The number one thing that you can do to increase the value of your home is to paint. It's hands down the simplest and most cost-effective update you can make. In this video, I'm going to walk through what colors to choose in 2026 and which to avoid, how to choose the right tones for interior and exterior, as well as big rooms and small rooms, and of course, what finishes to choose, whether you're painting a kitchen, a bathroom, the ceiling, walls, doors, or trim. Whether you're thinking of selling soon or you just want to update your home's interior, be sure to download The Power of Paint in the description below. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen from the Jenn Collins Group, and we help people buy and sell homes and figure out where exactly they want to live here in the Tri-Valley and throughout the entire East Bay. Most of the people that we work with are upsizing, downsizing, or relocating, or just trying to make a move without regretting it later. And that's exactly what this channel is here for. Let's start with the big picture. Photos are the first impression of your home that buyers see online, and buyers scroll fast. In a sea of homes for sale, your images need to look bright, clean, and move-in ready. A fresh neutral palette is a great way to reset a space, eliminate personal taste, and let buyers begin to imagine their lives there. Because you don't know what a buyer will love, your best bet is to start with a neutral color, but not bland. Think warm neutrals and earth tones, and subtle accents that feel fresh, but not too trendy. If a buyer wants to do a bold accent later on, let them, but don't let your paint be a barrier. To keep your home competitive in this market, you'll want to choose paint colors that feel current, but timeless. Designers are choosing their trendy colors for 2026, and while we may love some of those colors, not all buyers will necessarily love them too. If you're thinking about selling, you really want to appeal to the most buyers possible, so try to stay as neutral as you can with your color palette. Of course, if you're looking to refresh your home, paint away and choose a color that you love. The color forecasts for 2026 are trending towards warmer, earth-inspired neutrals, muted greens, and moody charcoals. Colors that feel more grounded rather than stark. Benjamin Moore's 2026 color of the year is called Silhouette. It's a rich espresso neutral with charcoal undertones, but not quite all the way to black. Behr's 2026 color of the year is Hidden Gem. It's a smoky jade blue-green color that many are calling the new neutral. Sherwin-Williams' 2026 color of the year is Universal Khaki. They're calling for more foundational neutrals with more expressive grayish colors, as well as warmer whites, and soft earthy tones instead of flat grays. One design trend that you might want to investigate this year is the concept of color drenching. It's painting the walls, the trim, the doors, the ceilings, all the same color to give it a really sophisticated feel. What does all this mean for you if you're thinking of selling your home? Use those trending colors in a subtle way. Keep your base palette as neutral as possible. That way you'll appeal to the broadest number of buyers possible. Then if you want, you can layer in some of the trending colors in more accent areas. You may even want to talk to your stager about using some of these trending colors in their staging. This is an easy way to use some of the trending colors while still keeping a neutral color palette and appealing to the broadest range of buyers possible. So, how do you choose colors room by room? In small rooms like bathrooms, powder rooms, or small bedrooms, you can choose a deeper, more dramatic color because the risk is lower. A moody charcoal or a deep green might even make that space feel really sophisticated and dramatic. If you do paint with a moodier color, you might want to consider lighter trim or a lighter ceiling, just to keep it more open. In bathrooms and powder rooms, you should always choose a semi-gloss finish for durability. How about living rooms, open floor plans, or great rooms? In these rooms, stick with a warmer, lighter color so that they feel welcoming and the space flows. These are great rooms to consider that color drenching idea that I shared earlier. When painting your ceilings, consider using a crisp white or a slightly lighter shade of a color that you're choosing for the walls. Use a flat or a matte finish so that the color doesn't draw attention. But be careful because a pure white on the ceiling might make it feel a little stark. Better to go with something slightly off-white. Now for trim, doors, and baseboards. Here you want to use a semi-gloss or a high-gloss finish. It'll reflect the light and make the space feel more clean. We love Chantilly lace or simply white for interior trim. Now for kitchens and bathrooms, you definitely want to use a satin or a semi-gloss for walls and cabinetry. These areas require a finish that can stand up to moisture, steam, and cleaning products. I know it's tempting to go for a flat or a matte finish, but that finish will show wear like that. If you have tile, cabinets, or stone with a cooler tone, then paint your walls a little bit of a warmer tone to balance it, and vice versa. Overall for your walls, eggshell or low sheen is going to be best. It's durable enough to handle fingerprints, but subtle enough to still feel sophisticated. Again, the flat or the matte finish is beautiful aesthetically, but really doesn't hold up in the long run to wear and tear. You can even damage the walls if you use a magic eraser on them or other cleaning products. If you're thinking about painting a kid's room or a playroom, go up one level in sheen just to make it a little bit more durable. So what are our paint suggestions for 2026? Like I said, for trim or doors, stick with Chantilly lace or simply white. Don't forget to grab our Power of Paint guide, which will guide you through a whole bunch of options for warm white paints this year. If you're looking for a grayish color, we still love Revere Pewter and Edgecomb Gray. And be sure to check out those accent colors, Silhouette and Hidden Gem. Okay, you've got your colors picked out and you're ready to start painting. Not yet. Buy some small pots of the paint color that you've selected and then use poster board to paint the poster board and move that around the house to see how lighting impacts the paint in different rooms. Be sure to test in the morning, the evening, and in artificial light. Pay attention to other things that currently exist in your space, like cabinetry, flooring, and hardware. You don't want things to clash unexpectedly. If you're thinking about selling, you don't necessarily need to paint every room, but be sure to paint the rooms that buyers will see first. I don't know about you, but I have painted many a room, and by the time I've masked off the room, I'm kind of exhausted from the project. So hire a professional. The detail, clean lines, and consistent coverage that a professional painter brings to a project is something that buyers will notice. So if you're a seller who wants your home to present well, deliver broad buyer demand, and sell for top dollar, painting is your most cost-effective tool. By using the 2026 color trends thoughtfully, grounding neutrals, subtle accents, and warm undertones, and choosing the right finishes for each area of your home, you'll transform your home into a standout listing. By refreshing the paint throughout your home, not only will your pictures look better, but when a buyer walks into your home, they'll immediately be able to see themselves living there. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download our Power of Paint guide. If you're thinking of selling your home in the Tri-Valley or anywhere in the East Bay, I'd love the opportunity to talk with you about what it'll take to get your home market ready. I'm Jen with the Jenn Collins Group, and we help people make smart, confident moves here in the East Bay, whether that's next month or next year. So if you're starting to think about a move, be sure to check out the links in the description. And when you're ready, I'd love to help you. You can call or text me at the number below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.